Right. Last day we were discussing about our examination paper, and I have released the marks. Also,
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I have also given you the marks, so I hope all of you know that. And if you don't know, you can visit edmodo.com, Edmodo website, and you can see your marks, and also you can see your correct answers and incorrect answers. And if any comment, if any compliment or issue, you can report to me, then I can correct it. Right? Okay, so let's move to the lesson. Under the lessons, actually, we are in the second lesson, actually, the latter part of the second lesson. We have discussed the issues. Yes, basically the number systems we have discussed, then the configuration and formatting the computer, we discuss about that. And we discuss about the hardware issues. Today, we have to discuss about the third lesson, which is application software. But before that, before the application software lesson, I would like to verify some of the things that you learned during your last week lesson. That is about the computer software issues. Software issues which prevents or which is there in your computer. So let's discuss about that. And after finishing that, we can move to the next lesson. So other than these hardware issues, you know, the slowness, different issues are there related to hardware, software. So we discuss how to resolve them, how to solve these issues. This is most practical lessons that will really help you, because after learning this lesson, you'll be able to troubleshoot your computer. You will be able to discover what's going on, what went wrong, what's going wrong. Likewise, you will be able to discover and fix it. Okay, so I would like to ask one more question. So can you remember the two categories of software? Can you remember the
Application software, operating systems.
application software? Yes, correct. One is application software. The second one is
Operating system software.
no, not operating system software. It is system software. Okay, what are the three categories of computer system? Sorry, three subsystems of computer system. Three subsystems of computer system. Computer system has three subsystems.
Ubuntu.
No. So why I'm asking question, I know that you are not really studying. So you are just giving the answers. I saw in the question paper also, you are just giving the answer without proper idea. So the things we learned in the grade 7, you forgot it. So that is pathetic. So what are the three subsystems belongs to computer system? The three subsystems belongs to computer system. Danoli, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm thinking about that.
Okay, tell me there are three. Okay, Harissa?
The CPU.
No. Computer system, there are three subsystems. Yes?
Hardware, software, liveware.
Correct. It is hardware, software, liveware. So these are the three subsystems. Hardware, tangible, physical components. Hardware. The second thing is software. Instructions or intangible instruction to the computer or programs. Then the third thing is liveware. The people who use, people who control, people who work with these computers. So these are the three subsystems of computer system. Okay. So what are the two categories of software? Software has two categories. What are they?
System software and application software.
System software and application software. So system software, can you define? Or can you explain about it? What is system software?
System software is software related to the operating system.
Not just. Be more specific. Try to tell general answers. Application software.
Can you tell the question again?
So application software.
Sir, type of a computer program that is designed to run a computer's hardware.
Is it system software or the application?
System software.
Yes, basically, it's a very simple thing.
Application software means some man-made software which is used to run the computer.
So what about system? System software are also not man-made then.
System software is a special type of software which is designed to control the hardware of the hardware of the device. And application software is a computer program which performs special tasks relating to the operating system of the computer.
The second one is wrong. System software actually designed to work with hardware. So that is correct. Application software designed to work with liveware. So I think that is more convenient, simple, explanatory, and also the correct. System software work with the hardware. So system software basically designed to work with hardware. Example, operating system. Example is operating system, right? Don't confuse. Example for system software is operating system. That is only example. But the thing is, system software, so you can just put an arrow, is designed to work with hardware. Application software designed to work with liveware, users basically. Application software providing user-specific functions, graphic design in web browser, and maybe multimedia authoring, multimedia playing or video playing, audio players, games, photo editors. All are application software designed to work with people, right? Designed to work with users basically. Designed to work with users by addressing user requirements. So that is application. But when it comes to system software designed to work with hardware, so that is system software. Okay, hardware has 5 categories. What are they? 6 categories. Sorry. Hardware has 6 subcategories. Can you tell me these 6 categories, please? So see how you forgot the basics that you learn in the lower grades. There are 6 subcategories in hardware. Can you tell that 6 subcategories? 1.
Yes, sir. Input devices, output devices.
Okay. 3rd.
Storage device.
Okay, storage. 4th. 5th and 6th. Already mentioned.
Memory.
Input devices, output devices, memory devices, or memory,
Storage devices.
storage devices. Then,
Communication.
yes, communication devices. And one of the most important is processing, right? That you missed. Processing devices. So you should know about these basics, right? So before all these things, you should know about the basics. Otherwise, a big problem. Because this, without this basic, right? Without this basic, so it is like you can't explain the computer system. You need to know these basics to explain the computer system processing. So shall we write down this? I think you don't have proper idea. So my advice is please write down this immediately. So maybe arrows you can point in different way. I just use the space which is available to me, but you can use, so I don't have a blank here.
Only this much.
Sorry. I think this is clear to you, right? Check whether this is here. Yes, you can see this now. Computer system has 3 categories, 3 subsystems: hardware, software, liveware. Software has 2 categories: system software, application software. Basically, system software designed to work with hardware. Application software designed to use its users by addressing the user requirements. Hardware has 6 categories: input devices, output, memory, storage, communication, processing devices. So please be aware of this. This is the summary. This is the summary of your computer system. So write down quickly, and then let's move to the next part. Quickly draw this. So, but draw this with an idea, right? Don't just draw. Draw and understand. If you cannot understand anything, let me know, then I'll explain again. Right, we have an idea about this. If you don't know, if you didn't know this previously, this is actually related to your grade 6 and grade 7 stuff. But I just recalled because some of you cannot remember this. I just recalled. So computer system has 3 parts: hardware, software, liveware. These are actually subsystems. This subsystem, software subsystem, basically it has 2 parts: system software, application software. System software are designed to work with hardware. That's why I put a green arrow to hardware. And application software designed to work with the user-specific applications, user-specific needs, basically. That's why I pointed to liveware. And hardware has 6 components, 6 subsystems: input, output, memory, storage, communication, processing devices. Liveware, on the other hand, it has also subcategories, but we are not going to learn much about them. But programmers, software developers, application assistant, users, the engineers, these are coming under the liveware category. Okay, that is overview of the computer system. Let's erase that and move to the note. Okay, related to the software. So there are, yes.
So liveware means the users.
Users, not just users, developers, engineers, every people, basically. Any live being working with the computer, or engineering, developing, maintaining, selling, every category belongs to liveware. Any living beings around the computer. Right, then software can be, so there are since you have 2 categories of software, system and application, there can be application specific errors and also system software specific errors. So system software, example, operating system, that is main example. Example for system software, mainly operating system. Okay, then application software. Application software, basically we have word processing, spreadsheet, web browsing, graphic designing, multimedia authoring, editing, players, games, all these things. So what kind of errors that these software can generate? This was there in the examination, I'm just recalling, right? It is, so the basic, very basic thing is the software is not running. When you double click, the software is not running, or no response, or slow response, right? Not running, no response, slow response, and running but not displaying the interface, right? It is another thing. When it is running, but it is not showing the interface, user interface, and it is not responding to some user commands. It's running, but it's not responding to the user commands or actions. Maybe incorrect functions. You want to do something, but it does another thing. Unexpected, incorrect function. So these are common errors that you can see in this application software. So what are the issues? So one can be a compatibility issue. Compatibility means your software is not matching with your operating system environment. The software that you have installed is not matching with your operating system environment. That is compatibility issue. Compatibility issue. So that can be a reason, or it can be a virus, or missing update, missing patch, maybe memory not enough, maybe incorrect installation, improper installation, maybe deleted files, some dependencies are deleted. So these are the reasons why these application software errors can occur. Does not run, maybe the compatibility issue or installation error. No response, slow response due to memory error, memory not enough, or some files are missing. Inability to see the interface, maybe memory not enough, some files missing or not installed properly. Long time to load, memory not enough or processing power not enough, or maybe some installation error. User command does not respond, installation error, missing files, compatibility issues. Indicate incorrect functioning. So again can be these issues. Okay, so what are the solutions? Now you have problems, right? One side you have problems. These are the basic problems. So we saw the causes or the issues, why this problem occur. We just dig into that. And what are the solutions? Can you suggest few solutions?
Clean the hard
Clean
disk.
the hard disk.
Yeah, you can clean the memory, clean the hard disk, and give some room to software. Then if it is virus, what you can do?
Install
Install antivirus.
install
Yes.
an antivirus.
You can install and scan from antivirus. Right? You can install antivirus or install and actually scan with the antivirus. And if it is installation error, something went in.
Reinstall.
We have to reinstall it.
Yes. So what is the difference between installing and copying?
Copying to get a copy of the original files.
Original file. Installing is taking the original file. We have the original file.
Okay, then copying original file is also installing. Or cut and paste is also installed in if you think like that. So there is a fundamental difference.
See, installing means we have to get it from a web browser.
So
And so
installing
download-
means permanently it will be there, but if when we take copy, it is not every time permanently there.
But I think there's a problem. So it's ambiguous. Anything else? Yes? Any other definitions? Yes? Any other definitions? Basically, copying. When you copy, you just copy the file and paste it in one location. You copy and paste it in maybe expected location. But when you're installing, you are not just copying the files. You are also setting the environment to particular set of files to run as an application. So that is the difference, right? Please remember these things are very, very important points. So you should know the fundamental difference of installing and copying. Okay, I'll give it. So let's move to the English medium note. Okay, please write down this because you should have an idea about these terms. Okay, copying. Copy a file or set of files to a new location. Installing. Get the copy of files to run get the copy of the copy of files and set the environment and settings to run as an application, or software. Anything can be copied. Anything can be copied. Basically, anything means any file, folder. Can be copied. Only the software and related plugins can be installed. Plugins or add-ons. Right? Anything cannot be a file, a picture file cannot be installed. A movie file cannot be installed. Only a software, only a software, and related plugins, add-ons. So these are software parts of software. Plugins or add-ons means just parts of software components. Plugins, add-ons means parts, small parts of the software that can be installed. So, but any file can be copied, any folder can be copied, even a software can be copied. But installation is therefore they are only for software and add-ons, plugins, etc. Not for the others. I hope it is clear now, right? So can you tell me the difference between deleting and uninstalling?
So deleting means we can delete, and so sometimes we can take that again, and so sometimes we can't take that again. So
But uninstalling means removing a file, folder, or application permanently from the device.
Deleting basically removing files or folders. It can be permanent or temporary. Anything can be permanent or temporary basis.
Sir,
Yes.
uninstalling means we can get it again, sir.
No. Uninstalling is the opposite of installing. That is, remove the files, remove the copy of files, and set and reset the environment and settings to remove an application or software. Again, you can tell any file or folder can be deleted. Only software and related plugins can be uninstalled. I hope your ambiguity is solved, right? Simply the opposite of installing. Okay, for an example, right? In physical world, in real world, so please listen, after that I'll give time to write, right? Please listen carefully. In the real world, in the physical real world, okay. So one thing is, so do you know Damro? Do you know Damro company?
Yes, sir.
The furniture and all. Right, basically, right, when you buy a sofa from Damro, they will come and keep it and go. That is like copy. But when you buy a cupboard, they will come and install it.
Yes, sir.
So if you know that, that is basically copying and installing. When you buy a sofa, or let's say you buy a sofa from Damro, they will bring the sofa and keep it. That is like copying. But when you buy a cupboard, they will bring the parts, components, and install it. They are not bringing the cupboard. They are bringing the pack, that cupboard set. And after that, they will fix it to your location. So that is installing. Right? That's the difference. Right? When you buy a portable fan, another example. When you buy a portable fan, you will buy it, bring it, keep it, and plug it to the power, and then it will work. But when you buy a ceiling fan, you need to install it. Ceiling fan එකක් නිකන් ගෙනලා තියන්න බෑනේ නේ. Can you just buy and plug it to the power? Can you do that? No. You need electrician to do that. Understood? You need specialized electrician to do that. So that is installing. Installing means it is actually connected with the existing system. The fan is connected with the existing system. But when you buy a table fan or desktop fan, no need to do that much of thing. You can just bring and keep it. This is it. But when it is a ceiling fan, you need to install. Okay, another thing. When you buy a portable AC, right? When you buy a not portable AC, let's say when you buy a kind of, again, fan, normal portable fan, you can bring and keep it. But when you buy air conditioner, you need to install it. Air conditioner, you can't just keep it. You can't bring it and keep it. You need to install. You need to configure. You need to set up, configure, mount, connect with the existing layout, right? I hope you have clear idea now. Uninstalling also same. When you want to uninstall AC, can we do that? Can we just remove?
No, sir. You have to tell the company to come and uninstall the parts.
Yes, they will simply remove the parts, disconnect from the system, fix the missing or fix the walls and all, and that is the uninstallation process. So similar to that, when you install a file or when you install an application, so the application will come similar to that AC, and it will be attached to our operating system. And then only we can run that as a software. When you uninstall, similar thing. The application will be detached from the operating system and environment. It's not just removing the files, but deleting and copying, very simple. Installing, uninstalling, it's not very simple. I hope you understood the difference. Okay, now we can write down.
The deleting means in practical life, the deleting is we are called to the companion. They are send it again, sir, to their company.
No,
sir, right?
deleting in the practical life is like simple thing. You are just throwing it to the trash, throwing to the recycle bin, right? So this can be done for the simple things, not for these complex applications, right? You can't just throw your AC to the trash, no? That is not possible. When this municipal council people come, you can't tell, hey, we have AC, can you throw away to the trash? You can't do that. But we can do that for the simple things, like maybe food wastage. We can just throw it as trash to the recycle bin. That is deleting. Similar to deleting. So in the lesson, so we just discuss about these problems which may occur. So these are the issues or the problems which may occur. And so we learn about the solutions. So compatibility issues is one thing that you need to think. You can reinstall and you can try to reopen first. You can close and reopen. If it is not working, you can try to restart the computer. First is you can close the application and try to reopen. So if it is not working, restart the computer and see whether it's working. It's still not working. So you have to check with the compatibility settings, whether this is matching with your environment. If still not, so you, if there is a virus, you can check for the virus. If there is a licensing issue, maybe there can be license expiration, because there are trial software. So this trial software, you know, when it's given for the limited time, so when it expires, it might not work. So you have to check for the licensing issues, whether it is expired, whether it is inactivated, or whether there is such issue. Still no solution. Then, so after checking the license, the next thing is you can try to repair the software or reinstall the software. Repair, reinstall. If not, then, so these are the solutions. Like ultimately, if it is, that is also not working, you can check for the dependencies, or you can just browse the errors. You can read the errors and you can find out string error messages sometimes the log error messages. So you can just observe, you can discover what to do next. That you have to do a research. It's more, not research actually, small search in the internet to find the solution. Different ways: reopen, not working. Then you can see restart the application, restart the operating system, not working. Check for the licensing issues, still not working. Check for the repairing option, still not working. Check for the dependencies, still not working. Try to reinstall, still not working. Then you have to search in the internet. So what to do about that, right? At least in these 5 steps, you will be able to solve the problem. The operating system, similar to operating system is another software, but that is a system software. No? Similar to the system application software, operating system is a system software. So you need to think about the system software issues. So again, similar issues: not loading the operating system, slowness, not displaying the interfaces, blank screens, not responding to the user command, similar like earlier. So we can check the memory, check the startup programs. I already taught you that. So startup programs, that is very important. When there are startup programs, when these startup programs are too heavy, or when there are too many programs, it might stop. You can check disk cleanup, repair, and also the reinstall option is there for operating system. Right, these are the options. So let's see them practically now. Right, so let's see them practically now. And I explain about the 2 modes, so which you can change, the tablet mode and the PC mode. So those are actually changing the interfaces. This is also given in the here you can see how to change the tablet mode and PC mode. This is available in Windows 10. So this is a practical thing. So that is about that lesson. And let's move to the practical demonstration now. We need to see how to install, how to uninstall. Not just that, we need to see how to disk clean up, how to clean up the startup programs, and how to repair. So let's see that. Who's going to share the screen? First come, first serve. Tinura. Okay. So one thing that we can do is, let's go to the startup check. Others can also follow Tinura. So to check the startup, what you can do is you can right click on the taskbar and select Task Manager. Right click on the taskbar, select Task Manager. And in the Task Manager, there is a tab called Startup. In the Task Manager, there is a tab called Startup. There you can see the programs which are working in the startup stream. In Tinura's case, Google Update Core is running when you start up, but so that is not essential. You can stop that. Right? You can right click and disable that. Disable, right? Because it is not, so you can run it manually. That's why I'm disabling. And No need to disable everything. So some are needed. Helakuru, I think you need it. Keep it as it is. Opera browser, do you need to open that when you open the computer? I don't think. You can manually open that. You can stop that. Disable. And what is this update? It's from GitHub. Check. What are these updates? Is it needed or not needed? So are you doing any development work, software development work, Tinura?
No, sir.
So why then GitHub is there for? What is the purpose? No, I'm asking. So why you are using that GitHub? Don't disable it if you are using this for the usable thing. Is there a requirement to enable it?
I think it's some software has update module.
Yeah, sometimes some software they're using as update modules. It can be that I asked whether he has purposely enabled that or not. Okay, then if you don't know about that, if you don't have any idea, you can just disable it. Later, when you can enable it manually, right? So it doesn't matter. Only thing is it will not start. When you start the computer, it will not start automatically. That's the thing. But that doesn't affect your computer, don't worry. When you need that, you can open. Okay, so let's see how to go to the disk cleanup again. So close this and let's see the disk cleanup part. To do that, you have to go to this PC, please. And then you can see double click and you can go to the C drive here and you can right click on the C drive and select properties. Right click on the C drive and go to the properties. No, don't open it. Just go back, right click and go to the properties. Right click and select properties. Right there you can see the disk cleanup button. So if you think that there are unnecessary software or unnecessary files, you can try to disk cleanup. So that will allow you to remove the temporary file, recycle bin files, etc. Or some maybe temporary files related to updates, you can remove them when you disk cleanup. And another thing, can you open Google Chrome? Keep it, don't cancel it. You can keep it. Keep the disk cleanup as it is. Can you open Google Chrome? Disk cleanup, click run. Otherwise, it will not clean up your disk. Let it load and let's open Google Chrome as well. I'm not sure whether your computer is right. Okay. Then I'll introduce you small software to install. So let's try to install a software. The software name is 7zip. So please search for that software, 7zip. Just go to 7zip download. Just click on that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So when we are clean up our disk, sir, it's not deleting necessary files, sir, right?
Yeah, it's not doing that. Okay, you can see the compatibility settings here. Compatibility settings. So you need to think about that. So which is best suited for your computer? So there are different versions. Which version you are going to download?
64-bit Windows 64?
Not always. You have to check with your computer. Can you just go to the minimize this for a moment and go to this PC again? And right click on this PC. right click on this PC.
So you can find if it's 64-bit or 32-bit by going to Windows
Properties.
Run and typing WinWorks.
Yeah, you can type properties. You can go to the properties. There you can see whether this version is 64-bit or 32-bit like this. So that is how you check the system compatibility. Okay, expand the window, Pute. I cannot see it. Expand the window first.
Sir, in this one it's completely different now.
Yeah, maybe because he's using Windows 8.
Okay, sir.
Can you show me that why you expanding is not minimizing? You have minimized that. So now I cannot see anything. I need to make it, I need to zoom it. Expand it, right? Now you can see the operating system is 64-bit, right? So the compatible version, compatible one is 64-bit operating system, 64-bit processor. So now you can go to the download and you can see, you can select downloading either this file, either he can select this file or he can select this file, right? One of these. Yeah, click there and it will download. After downloading, you can run it and install. After downloading, you can run it and install. You can double click and install. Okay, then open it. And you can see, you can run it. When you run, it will be installed to your computer. So this is what the installing it. It shows a wizard. Wizard කියලා කියන්නේ මේ වගේ එකක්. You can see step-by-step instructions. Then click next, and you can install it. Next, next, and will be installed to your computer. So that is the installation process. After installing, right? After installing, you can't delete it. What you have to do is you have to uninstall it. Right? Let's see that in another computer. I'll give a chance to someone else. Okay, some of you, I think they are not focusing much about the practical stuff. I don't know why, because I can see from the participation, they want to leave early. And I want to teach important things, they want to leave early. I don't know why. Okay, have you downloaded 7-zip? If not, let's download it again.
Downloading, sir.
I have downloaded it, sir.
Okay, so if you have downloaded, can you install it? If you already installed, it's already installed, just stay in here. Then what to do? How to uninstall? You have to go to the control panel, right? Control panel. Then in the control panel, what? Again, show me. In the control panel, you can go to the programs and features. Programs and features. There you can see the program. You can right click and uninstall it. That is the proper way of removing it. Who else